Like I said, I'll be introducing our next guest. He is the champ, coming all the way from St. George. He lived in the Northwest, and we are blessed to have his presence. I'm talking about the one, the only, the giant, the Brock Harris. Brock, how are you doing on this beautiful day?
Hey Moose, how's it going?
I am freaking fantastic, dude. Just excited to talk to you, get going, and see if we can spread some knowledge to these young men. You're one of the most wanted players in the entire country. You're borderline 5-star right now. How are you getting all this rating and this recognition?
I'd say last summer was like the bane. I was at camps nonstop, visiting schools, just working my tail off to get my name out there. Eventually, it worked and got that. When you get that first offer, it really just kind of snowballs and it just keeps going and going.
So, what was that experience like getting in that offer from Miami?
It was amazing. They're named one of the top competitors for the tight end U. Yeah, that was really cool. I mean, I wasn't. I was definitely felt a lot of love coming from them, but I don't think I was like wanting to commit on the spot because I was kind of in shock, to be honest. And then after that, I think like the next day or two, I got like 3 offers. So it was kind of a crazy moment.
How do you decide what camps to go to?
You want to go to college camps like where the coaches will be there, like
Mm.
and like rivals and 24/7. But like there's like other camps where it's just like they just doing it for money and there's no other like chance of you getting recruited by it. Yeah, you just want to go where coaches will be and coaches will be able to see you.
Yeah, got invited to the Under Armour All American game. Can you tell me about that experience?
Yeah, so I went to the UA camp in um, Orlando, and I I think I did pretty well there. And um, my last rep for in one-on-ones, the one of the guys told me, he's like, "You're on the lines for MVP, so just keep it up." And he gave me a route, and then yeah, after that rep, we huddled up and they did announcements, and I didn't know they were doing MVPs for 2026's or the game invite to that Under Armour game, and so it's apparently it's a new thing. And called my name up there, and I was really surprised. I was like, "Is there another Brock Harris here or something?" 'Cause,
What does it mean to be an
yeah,
All
Utah.
American to you?
I think Utah's putting themselves on the map lately, and uh, being one of the few people, the small amount of people that are getting heavily recruited out of here is really cool.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, just trying to put Utah on the map. And
What are you looking for in a college? Because you said Miami, let me see what else is out there, and then you're getting 3 offers, then 6 offers, then you're being named as one of the top 100 players in the country for your age group. What is it that you want to find in a college?
I always look at how they use the tight ends, if they're mainly just blocking or if they're stretched out or they're mixing it up with both. I just want to be in the game and being used and being thrown to.
Hmm.
Um, people will say that they use their tight ends, but then they don't have the proof with the tape. So um, that's that's also good. The reasoning you want to go visit places so you can like watch film with them and stuff like that. But academically, I want to do um, like sports science, physical therapy.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, mainly that they use the tight ends and they produce the tight ends. The coaches are always great, but you never know if one's gonna leave or something. So
If you
yeah.
could go back to yourself, going to your 8th grade self, think back a whole 2 years ago, what would you tell him? What would you go over with him to be successful?
Well, I didn't even play receiver in 8th grade. I was a freaking left tackle because I was over the weight limit. I played D end and left tackle, but I've always loved the game so much. I played since 2nd grade. Played up with my brother, and I always loved it. And after COVID went away and we moved here, I just wanted to try out wide receiver, and I just kept working my butt off. So yeah, I just tell myself to keep working and uh, keep trying out new things because that's really what I did. Just keep trying out new things and seeing what I really like. When we were at BYU, you were saying that if I grow a couple more inches, I might be kick stepping.
Do you get an opportunity to play defense as well, or any schools looking at you for the defensive side of the ball?
No, nobody's looked at like recruited me that way. But if like in high school, if my coach needs me to, I'll totally do it. Um, but yeah, I haven't been recruited as a like a D end. I'm assuming that's the only other place I could be recruited as on the defense side.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You're athletic enough. It could be a Mike backer. Let's try you out at corner, see what happens. Maybe an outside backer.
man. Third grade, I was a middle linebacker.
Hey, there you go. Bringing it all the way back. So when you go meet with these coaches, do you have a plan in mind? Do you have like what do you have a certain set of questions to ask them? Like what is that process like? Because a lot of our listeners may never meet with a Dan Lanning or a Kalani Sitake or a Kyle Whittingham.
Um, to be honest, I kind of let them talk, and I try to pick out things that I like and don't like just from them talking. Um, but yeah, I mean, questions I usually ask if they're in any like 12 or 13 personnel with the tight ends. But yeah, I kind of like to let them talk and see if they say anything that I was like, ooh. Lanning, when I talked with him, uh, he was just so passionate. I felt um, with how much he loved and cared about everybody around him, and he seemed like he wasn't gonna leave anytime soon. Like he said that himself.
But we love the players there. I love Jeffrey Bossa and Jackson Powers
Yeah.
Johnson that went up there, and Penny Sewell and Noah Sewell and all these guys. There's been a nice little pipeline that Dan Lanning's almost doubled down in to get more guys up there. So it's been interesting to watch. And you being from the Pacific Northwest, that's got to be a pull for you. You've got a lot of things going on. What do you anticipate this weekend being like for you going up to Texas A&M and all these other schools? Houston.
I've been up to Texas A&M before um, for a game day, and that was amazing. It was my only and first ever SEC game, so the crowd and the stadium was twice the size of any other stadium I've been to. Um, and yeah, the game day was amazing. But I'm excited uh, to see Texas A&M and M and to see Houston. Uh, but yeah, I'm really excited and uh, excited to see what they're offering. And yeah, for kids my age, I wouldn't compare yourself to anybody. Like there's a lot of people that are just getting offers from their uncles or their dad's friend or something. And so I mean, I just keep working and keep working on your craft and getting weighed up and stuff like that. So I wouldn't compare yourself to anybody and
Uh,
just keep your head down.